So Leo, it's Jesse with 44 Astro with a bonus reading for the energies leading up to this very powerful full moon on August 30th. It will be a super blue moon, which is super rare. Right there, I wanted to stop. So with a super moon, we're talking 14% bigger in the sky. It's in what you call perigee, which means it's as close as it gets in its elliptical orbit to the Earth, as opposed to apogee when it should be further away, be a mini moon. So we're going to see it 14% bigger in the sky. It is also going to be conjunct the big, bad, mean planet Saturn. And Saturn will also be in its closest orbit to Earth as it gets. So this is going to be a very powerful full moon that we will feel, and it won't necessarily feel good. It's also going to be opposite the sun. It will be occurring in Aquarius, where the conjunction will be happening. So the opposition will occur in Leo. So this is all going to be about you're expressing yourself in the world. You're going to be challenged in some way with your inner world. Your faiths and values are going to be tested. And the way you present them forward in the world is going to need to be balanced out in some way. We're all going to feel it. If you are a Leo ascendant, this would fall into your 7th house. So this would have to deal with your spouse or your individual one-on-one relationships. So it could be, it's only if you're Leo ascendant. I can tell you what the energies mean just transiting by themselves, but if you want to know what area it falls into your life, you need to know your ascendant. I did make a tutorial video showing how to look up a natal chart and what to look for to see what's most powerful. Please, I will link it in the description. You should watch it if you haven't. It may give you some insight on how to, if you don't already know how to look up your natal chart, which most of you probably do. But it'll also give a lot of astrological information about finding out what's strongest in your chart. And that'll kind of help you know things. But if you know your houses and you're looking at this as a Leo ascendant, this will be occurring, the conjunction, in your 7th house. So this is going to be some powerful, powerful stuff for your personal one-on-one relationships. Saturn will test the boundaries of those relationships. It will test how you think and feel about them in your inner world. And then the sun will need to be balanced out, how you express yourself in those relationships in the outer world. Because that's what Saturn does. He is all about boundaries. The sun is not about boundaries. The sun is about full expression. Right there, that's the one. And it's saying, hey, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. And yes, Leo, you are definitely good enough. No doubt about that. Hell, you're better than good most of the time. It's the whole thing with Leo. Stuff just kind of rotates around y'all. You do have a King of Wands here that has a lion in the picture. I am using the Hermetic Tarot deck. This deck is based on the Golden Dawn. If you don't know what the Golden Dawn is, I suggest you look it up. It was a secret society that taught magic. It's still around today. I think a lot of the remnants of it are in the Theosophical Society now. This is the Foolish Man, the spirit of the ether. Look, this isn't a dog in this. This is a wolf that is held at bay. And there's also an alligator down there trying to get him. He's basically a step away from his destruction, but because he's so innocent, it's fine. He doesn't fail because his innocence keeps all of the evil at bay. It has the symbol of Pluto in there, and Pluto is a bad boy too, just like Saturn is. You have the King of Wands, which is the Prince of the Chariots of Fire, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Queen of the Thrones of Earth. So it could have, this King of Wands has a big lion pulling his chariot here, has a big lion face looking at him. If you are cusp Cancer, it does show Cancer, Leo symbols in the card. The Queen of Pentacles shows Sagittarius, Capricorn energies. So it's that's where it's falling in the zodiac. This card, or that's its astrological destination will be between Capricorn and Sagittarius, and that's the decans it's ruling. Or the last decan of Sagittarius, and then probably the first 2 decans of Capricorn. So it's saying you're good enough. So if there's any doubt you have, it looks like there's some kind of. So in this deck, the Foolish Man is different than the Fool. It can be like a new journey, but it's not really. It's about kind of being completely innocent. Foolish. It's innocently foolish. Like just kind of being like, whatever. And just kind of. And innocence is good in a sense of you don't let a lot of the bad things in because you just kind of like, if you have the child, the child is still alive in you. You're kind of innocent. You kind of look at the world as like awe-inspiring, and that's a good way to look at the world. But if you're feeling you're not good enough in some way, this is say don't be foolish. Right? Don't be foolish because you're absolutely good enough. You are more than good enough. for sure. It's even got a solar disc in there, which is, Leo, the sun. And this is a Leo card, Prince of the Chariots of Fire, male or female. And, you could be cusping Virgo. You could have Virgo in your chart for sure, or you'd be cusping it if you are Leo, because those signs are right there beside each other, because you do have the Queen of Pentacles here. But it could have something to do with the earth sign individual in your life, a Virgo specifically, because it's, you are good enough. If maybe your partner is a Virgo, you're having some kind of issues with them, and you're not feeling good enough for some reason. It may not be anything that they're doing. You just may not feel good enough. And it's okay to do that. Saturn will make us feel that way. Especially if he's touching our moon, he's going to test our mind and our emotions. It's just the way it works. And like I said, if you are Leo ascendant, you're talking 7th house, personal relationships. So if you don't feel good enough in your personal relationship, just know that you are good enough. And these energies will pass. They will pass. We don't have to be a slave to the astrological energies. It's good to know about them. That way when they're around, you kind of can know and you can integrate. Be like, oh, okay, maybe I'm feeling this way because of this or that. It's like, so, it's not really that I'm bad or that this is bad or that they're bad, or it's just the energies. And like, you'd be surprised how much lighter they get when you can kind of really understand them and know them. It's good to know. But yeah, it looks like personal relationships. It could be relationships you have with fire individuals and like Queen of Pentacles, earth individuals. But it's saying feel good enough in there. And I say personal relationships for Leo ascendants, because if you are Leo ascendant, it will be in your 7th house where this conjunction is occurring. If you're not a Leo ascendant, the energies is just going to be balancing yourself out and in self-expression, right? So regardless, it's going to be your relationships to some extent, because that's what the sun is all about. Your expression of life, your mission in life. And Saturn is going to put all that to the test in some way. But for you, it just kind of, it could definitely be a new journey. There's like an innocence that you need to kind of find to feel good enough. Like, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Just kind of let that inner child free. Know that you are good enough. We're all good enough. There is no pedestal. Only our perspective. Like, it's never this or that. It's just us. And no one is above anyone else. We're all interplaying energies in this grand tapestry that is creation. So you are good enough. The energies are going to be tough for all of us. It's going to feel heavy. We're going to be tested, all of us. It's just the way it goes. It won't only last a little while, a few days. But all in all, I say just keep moving forward. That with the King of Wands, that's what I'm saying, move forward. And with Queen of Pentacles, stay grounded. Move forward and stay grounded. Be innocent like a child. And you're going to realize that you are good enough because you are. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Be innocent like the child. Anyway, that's all I have, Leo. This is just a mini reading. I will be doing the big reading for this coming full moon next week, and I'll have it out here, hopefully, definitely before the 30th. I don't know how much before the 30th, but before it. So we can get, this is just kind of the energies leading up to it, because this is going to be a very powerful moon. All right, consider liking and subscribing, commenting. If you have any questions, I'll also link the video for the tutorial. Thank you, Leo.